Hey everyone, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I wanted to make a video on how to start journaling. I have been journaling for a couple of years now, so I have a few tips and tricks for you guys to start journaling and to be consistent with it. I have 5 tips for you guys in total, and I'm just going to get straight into it. The first tip that I have for you guys is to find a journal that you love. Now, it does not have to be expensive at all. Just make sure that it's not a notebook that you're just using for school or for work. I know that YouTubers out there use this journal that I really don't know how to pronounce, if I have to be honest, but I will link it down below if you guys are interested in that. But there are so many great journals on Amazon or even at Walmart that are just cute. And I have here just a few journals that I have been using over the years. The first journal that I have just actually finished is the Jarbo journal that I have talked about before in my other videos. And I really love this journal because, as you can see, I fill my journals up and it's pretty thick. And it has held up. Surprisingly, none of the pages have fallen out. They're all intact, and my favorite part is that the spine is intact as well. So that is always a good sign. So if you're gonna do journaling like me, where you're gonna put stuff in and it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be thick, I recommend this journal. So because I just recently finished this, I did order a new journal off of Amazon as well. And I wanted to try a soft cover because, as much as I love hardcovers because they are super durable, I love the feeling of soft covers. So this is a faux leather soft cover journal, and I am not sure of the brand. I will link it down below if I find it, but it doesn't say on the inside, so I'll probably be able to find it later. But I really love the feel of it. It's very just soft. It's a soft leather, and I haven't used it much. I've only used a couple of pages of it, so I will update you guys later on how durable it was. But for now, it's pretty good, and I really do love the pages. This journal is dotted, which I have talked about before. I love dotted journals just because for me, I do a lot of drawing and art in my journals, and I don't really like the lines. It kind of just looks odd when you're drawing over lines, but I really like the dots because you can still write in straight lines as well as draw on them, and it doesn't look too weird. And the dots are very faded, so you can barely see them. The second tip that I have for you guys is to know your intention for the journal and to think about what you want this journal to do for you. So whether it's a gratitude journal or a dream journal or a bullet journal, make sure you know how you want to set up your journal and what your goals are for the journal so that you are consistent with it and keep up with it. So as you guys probably know, there are so many different types of journaling. There's gratitude journaling, junk journaling, memory journaling, dream journaling, and there's just so many ways to do it too. And I personally use my journal for all of those things, and it's a mixture of different things. And my journal, to be honest, is pretty messy. It's kind of all over the place. There's so many different things in them. But that kind of journaling works for me, but it might not work for you. So really figure out what kind of journaling would work for you. If you're an organized person, then maybe bullet journaling, or like, you know, having trackers and stuff. Maybe that's what you want. I kind of do all sorts of things. I just daily journal, and I do brain dumps, and a lot of it is junk journaling. I put a bunch of stuff in it that I use and find throughout the day. So it's honestly whatever you want for your journal. The third tip that I have is to be consistent and make it a part of your schedule. So when you make it a part of your routine, you are kind of training yourself to do it. And once you've established that into your routine, you're going to gradually just do it on your own, and you're going to find yourself journaling naturally, and you won't need that schedule anymore. So whether it's before you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning, just make sure that you set aside that time for yourself to journal so that you become more consistent with it. And for those of you who are having a hard time focusing, maybe you can listen to music or have like a mild like meditation kind of music in the background to help you just kind of get into the mood of journaling. Some people even watch TV shows and movies while they're journaling. That doesn't really work for me because I feel like that's distracting, but if that works for you, go ahead and do it, because whatever encourages you to journal, you should do it. So the fourth tip that I have for you guys who are starting out is to start small and to have low expectations. For those of you who aren't a big fan of writing, you should start off with like maybe 3 to 5 sentences a day and then go from there. I noticed that when I started journaling in the very beginning, I did that. I did like 5 sentences a day, and then I gradually just, increased, and I did it naturally. I didn't force myself to do it. So the fifth tip that I have for you guys is to get inspiration. So whether that's from YouTubers or Pinterest, which is my favorite app to go onto when I need inspiration for journaling. With that being said though, please do not overwhelm yourself or stress yourself out because your journal doesn't look Instagram or Pinterest worthy. I know that I did that a lot in the very beginning. I would look at Pinterest pictures of journaling and it would look so pretty and so organized, and my journals would not look like that one bit, and it would kind of make me feel like, it would kind of actually make me bored of my journal because I didn't make it how they looked like. But keep in mind that this journal is for you and yourself only. I've had times when I would open up my journal and have no idea what to write about or what to even put in it, and that's when I use Pinterest or YouTube to help me figure that out so I can get started. But like I said, don't compare your journals to others because they're all going to be different. The last tip that I have for you guys is kind of contradictory to the be consistent point, but I wanted to emphasize this a lot because I've dealt with this many times. I recommend not to force your journaling. So don't ever make yourself sit down and just be like, okay, well, this is the time that I have to journal, and even though I'm not in the mood to do it, I'm gonna still do it, because that's just gonna give you a very negative mindset to journal, and that's not always the best time to journal because you won't be as creative as you are in a positive mindset. Make sure you just do it when you want to, and you will find yourself being drawn to it naturally. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys found this useful, and I hopefully encourage you guys to start journaling, because I know that videos like this is what helps me get into it. So hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like down below and also comment down below on the different ways that you like to journal, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!